Since you're currently trying to reach a hard goal of beating Club Step, and eventually, from my understanding, you're trying to beat 9 circles, I have some easy demons that might help you get a bit more of a kickstart into actually getting to that level of difficulty. There's the area from Club Step to 9 circles, although it might not be too crazy you might think, there's a lot of difficulty in there and a lot of practice needing to be done. And although there are some certain techniques like certain mods to download, not using auto checkpoints and making sure you actually practice before you just jump into something, it's really helpful strategies that will help get you into it. So I have 12 different picks for levels, one of which is quite the challenge, but I reckon you should just maybe consider some of these. First level on my list is Shiver. Shiver is quite balanced overall in my opinion, but it does have a lot of learny parts, such as the ending. The ending involves you to know certain orbs to click at and which ones to ignore, and you have to time it properly. There's also the UFO and wave at the beginning aren't too bad. The very beginning ship shouldn't be too bad. But the duel can be a bit annoying to learn, and I would say the slow part does have some tough timings. Although, I would say the hardest part might be the ending, but it's not too bad. It's often thought as one of the easy demons, kind of like the Nightmare or the Lightning Road. The next level on the list would be Memory. I reckon Memory doesn't have too many difficult parts, besides the wave choke point at around 50%. The ending can be a bit difficult to do, but it's not too bad as long as you can see the difference in the colours, because there are different colour blocks which you have to jump over. But the thing with this level is it's mainly just a memory and learning skill set. And probably a bit of wave, because there is a confusing wave section that I reckon you could figure out, but the thing with this level is all the fake sections, passable blocks, are coloured, so you can see where you can and can't go through. And you just gotta remember where to go throughout the level, with the last coin being basically impossible, in my opinion. The third level I'd recommend is I Spy with My Little Eye. I Spy with My Little Eye mainly has flashy gameplay, and it has some difficult parts regarding, I would mainly say, the spider game mode. The spider, there are a few parts, one of which is constantly flashing, and then later in the level near the end there is a dual spider that could also catch you off guard. A unique thing about this level would be the fact that it has a boss fight that's not too hard to learn. It has easy indicators, and then at one point, probably the only difficult part of the boss, it's got some orbs that you have to click, and then you'll move on just a little bit and you'll get to the spider. The beginning can be a bit tough to understand. The first part mainly uses slopes, and then the second part and a short ship, somewhat difficult ball section, and then kind of like a UFO, but it's still ball. It's kind of strange. But this is a level that I would greatly recommend, and shout outs to Scholar Gamer, because he is currently trying to beat this level, and one of the reasons why I put it on here. Sadly he couldn't join the call. For me it would be yesterday, but I don't know when I'm actually publishing this video. An interesting level I would say is I'm Dead. I'm Dead is quite fast. It starts with a seemingly slow beginning that soon builds up to quite a quick ship, which you'll need to rush through, some silly cube gameplay. And I would say this level mostly revolves around the ship game mode, which I know is something that you're trying to build up to if you're going for things such as Club Step or the Nightmare. So with the ship, it's a lot of quick straight fly, and for the ending it's got a little bit of spider, some cube, It's got a lot of confusing parts around the ending, but it is a very fun level to play, and it's something that, although it may have taken me a little bit just to get the footage, I found it really good to, like, really cool to be able to play it again, and to be able to have the experience of playing it again. Now, I find this next level really interesting. Bundun is a gauntlet entry for the World Gauntlet, and it got put in the Galaxy Gauntlet due to it being Easy Demon. But it's Italy's collab. Multiple Italy creators created this awesome level, and it has a really cool boss fight at the end with some sort of Colosseum type thing. But the thing with the level is it's somewhat sight readable, and it's got some simple, straightforward gameplay. I wouldn't say it's much more difficult in certain areas than others. It's really straightforward and really enjoyable overall. It's a level which I've been like 4 or 5 times just for the fun of it, because it's really fun to do, and I reckon you'd probably enjoy it quite a bit. If you are going for 9 circles, if I'm correct, this is also a really good level for that, because 9 circles focuses a lot on the wave, and I don't think you've played many wave-based levels, so your skill isn't exactly high. So while this level will be quite difficult for you, it is really fun. It's called Ratio Circles. It's a 9 circles type level, but it's an easy demon, and it's not as flashy, and you can actually see it more. It goes from a really fun spider part to begin with, which is kind of tight, to a pretty open ship, and then probably half the level spaced with wave, with one UFO section, later ship section, and then a wee sink section, just clicking some certain orbs, which is really easy to do. You can see where they are. But it's really straightforward, really cool. You'll probably enjoy it. Glorious Fortress is a level easy demon made by the creator Jam Attack for a wee series or gauntlet type thing he's doing, which also has an extreme demon, the Salad Path, and recently a rated medium demon not created by him called Skeletal Shenanigans. But Glorious Fortress is a level which I think was like my 5th easy demon I beat, and it's one that is really cool with design. It's got a whole fantasy style, and it's a bit longer, but it's really, really fun to play. I know I'm saying that about every level, but some of the gameplay is just makes me want to give it a chef's kiss. It's really, I love the detail put into it, and if I'm correct, it took him like 100 hours or something to create. Going back to some really popular easy demons, there's X. It's a older design level, if I'm correct, that has some interesting gameplay. When I was playing it, I mainly found there was I don't actually know what I found the hardest. It was pretty balanced of it. The beginning had some tough timings. I think I just settled on it being more of a timing than anything. Although the ending can be a bit tough, because it feels kind of weird to play. But it's popular for it, it's really cool. It's a bit of a longer level, but not too long. It's minutes 18, at least that's what my recording says. But I would recommend giving it a shot if you really want to. A lesser known level is called Tabasco, which is one that I saw on the Geometry Dash Demon progression spreadsheet. It has some it's quite a short level, in my opinion. It feels quite quick, and it's got some weird ship gameplay mainly. But I like the song, although it's kind of strange. And the gameplay just kind of flows. I find it really enjoyable personally. It's one of my it's a higher easy demon in my opinion. Just for enjoyment, because I love it. I've played it multiple times, enjoyed it every time. Now, if you want a longer level now, we would go to Change of Scene. This was my second easy demon after I beat the Nightmare, and I saw it originally thinking it looked impossible, it could be Raid Extreme Demon, but when I played it, I found it really fun, and it was somewhat simple to play. It was straightforward. It's one of the most legendary levels at 2.1, made by the awesome creator Blee. And it's got some choke points, like it's split into sections for different styles. Section 5, the Hell version game, has some annoying wave gameplay, but besides that, most of the levels are really cool. There's a really fun gimmick in the 7th section, and I love it for a reason. It's really straightforward. The ending's really cool with it faking you out and then a quick duel and everything. You wouldn't want to get the coin because the coin is very hard. But the thing with it is, if you click in the beginning, you can unlock the second path, which has wee bosses that attack you. But they don't do too much. It makes the design look a lot better, and it's just a beautiful level. Although a lot of people say that Broken Roulette is somewhat simple, at least on the Geometry Dash Demon ladder, I found this level actually quite difficult. The very beginning has a tough ship, which for beating 2 extreme demons, I still don't get it properly. I struggle a lot with it, but it's got some tough ship gameplay, a hard wave section that's quite short, but it's just hard if you're not used to wave, and then the ending is seeing how much you can pay attention because it's randomized before the random trigger was even invented. It's definitely different. It's inspired by Limbo, if I'm correct, by Mindcap, which is one of the hardest extreme demons, and it's one of the hardest memory demons as well. But give this level a try if you really want. I wouldn't recommend it as much as some of the others, but it was quite cool. If you feel ready to take a challenge, you can try the really popular level Decode. Decode is a wave-based level with some UFO parts which are also kind of tough, and some fast-paced Q as well. It's really cool. It's one of the most popular levels, and it used to be rated hard back when people couldn't really play the wave. Because near the end, it's got a 0.5 times speed wave section. But if you really feel like testing yourself, give that a go. I would definitely recommend it. It's something that is really fun to try if you know what you're doing with Easy Demons. I wouldn't recommend jumping straight to this. I'd recommend something like Shiver, I Spy with My Little Eye, Kaput Mundi, Ratio Circles, although that's if you get better at wave, Tabasco, and Glorious Fortress. These are great. I really hope some of these were helpful, and that maybe you can consider some of these, because there are some great picks. What I will say is knowing which demons you want to pick is very important. Like what you might have saw at the start, that wee memory level. I'm trying to beat this level called Maybe Possibly Thing, which I've spent way too long on and already have 9,000 attempts. And I probably have it playing right now. But it's just about knowing what you actually want to do to get up to there. What you want is a new hardest, because like Maybe Possibly Thing will be a new hardest for me. It's top 800. But 9 circles to get there, you need a lot of practice to get it. I'm not saying that because I think you're bad, I'm saying that because you're a new player, and new players do need to actually learn how to get up to there, because it's quite hard. But yeah. Good luck with getting the 9 circles. Hopefully I'll be in some of the streams. Remember, I'm Flip13298 or Flip a Noob. But yeah. Peace. Future Flip here. Quickly, I also have uploaded a list including all the levels in the same order, which I think are from easiest to hardest. And so you can just try to play them if you want. And I could add some more if you want. I'm I don't really know. But I'll put the ID up on the screen. You can still find it under my name, Flip13298. And it'll just be called Bundun Easy Demons. But yeah, see you.